Have you ever wondered what would happen if you took a city driver, someone who's totally used to stop-and-go traffic, and gave them the keys to a ridiculously powerful SUV for a day? Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today. We're following a one-day adventure swapping the streets of London for the seriously rugged Peak District. And this, right here, is where it all began. You just have to love that reaction. When the opportunity came up, this was the immediate, gut-level response. It kind of sets the perfect tone for the whole thing, you know? A little bit of fun, a whole lot of excitement, and the chance to live out a proper driving fantasy.
Okay, so let's set the scene. Our driver's daily grind? A Nissan Qashqai on South London's notorious South Circular Road. But for this one day, she's trading all that city chaos for the winding, unpredictable roads of Britain's very first national park. Yeah, it's a bit of a change of pace, to say the least.
And this really puts it into perspective, doesn't it? On the one side, you've got the day-to-day reality, the family car crawling along at 20 miles an hour surrounded by traffic. And on the other, a whole different world. A Porsche Cayenne, open country lanes, and these incredible rugged landscapes. This isn't just about changing your location. It's about changing your entire experience.
So, let's talk about the other star of the show, the car itself. And we're not talking about just any SUV. This is a super sleek Arctic gray Porsche Cayenne. It's the kind of vehicle that, makes you stop and stare. And as we're about to find out, it definitely commands a certain level of respect.
And then you see this number. Yeah. Over £77,000. And get this, that's the starting price. So all of a sudden, that pure excitement gets a little dose of very real fear. I mean, the absolute last thing you want to do is put a scratch on a car that costs more than some houses.
But you know what? That fear didn't hang around for long. As soon as she got behind the wheel, something just clicked. That initial anxiety about damaging this beautiful, expensive machine just melted away. And in its place was this surge of confidence. She was tackling these crazy country roads like she'd been doing it her whole life.
And when you look inside the Cayenne, you totally get why she felt so at ease. It's a whole other universe compared to her usual ride. It's not just the heated seats or the massive touchscreen for your maps. It's the feeling of being completely in control, with all this cutting-edge tech and even these mood modes that adjust the car's feel. It's all designed to make you feel like a pro. So with that newfound confidence, it was time for the real test. The smooth pavement was about to disappear, replaced by dirt, mud, and pretty much whatever the Peak District decided to throw her way. It was officially time to go off-road. And the challenges came thick and fast. First up, this ridiculously bumpy dirt track that the Cayenne's adaptive air suspension just ironed out. It literally adjusts to the ground underneath you. Then came a classic rural roadblock, a whole herd of cattle, and finally, a farmer's field full of muddy hills where the car's traction control was so good it didn't slip even once. And this is what it's all about. This quote just captures that feeling perfectly. It wasn't just about the car's performance, it was about the feeling it created, this sense of total, absolute freedom. A feeling that's, well, a million miles away from the stress of a daily commute. But just when you think the biggest challenges are over, they're not. After the dirt and the mud, it was time to level up. The final, and maybe the most intimidating test of the day, was waiting. Driving the Porsche straight through a body of water, Bradburn Brook. I mean, can you imagine that feeling? As you're approaching the water, all the what-ifs just start flooding your brain. What if I aquaplane? What if it's deeper than it looks? And of course, the big one. What if I completely wreck this incredibly expensive car? The stakes felt really, really high. So what did she do? With an expert talking her through it on a walkie-talkie, she put her faith in the machine, took a deep breath, and just went for it. She hit the gas, and with the kind of power that gets you from 0 to 60 in 6 seconds, she just plowed right through the water and all that fear. And the result? It was like something out of a movie. The Cayenne just bursts out the other side, totally fine, sending these huge waves of water splashing up on either side. It was this perfect, triumphant moment, an amazing way to cap off the day's biggest challenge. Okay, so after all that adrenaline, it was finally time to wind down and just take it all in. The day wasn't just about the crazy off-roading, right? It was about the whole experience of being behind the wheel of this incredible machine. And the rest of the day was just lovely. A proper British pit stop for tea and cake at a 17th century hall, followed by a beautiful scenic drive past a reservoir. And she finally got back to base right as the sun was setting. The perfect, peaceful end to a seriously action-packed day. In the end, this quote really sums it all up, doesn't it?
For just one day, she wasn't a commuter stuck in traffic. She was a Cayenne driver. And, as she says, what better way could there possibly be to experience the raw beauty of the Peak District?
And that kind of brings us to a final thought for all of us. This whole amazing story started with just one yes. Swapping a familiar car for an unfamiliar one, a city street for a country track. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What kind of freeing feeling, what kind of adventure might be waiting for you just one step outside of your own daily routine?